Paul, he's looked at as a traitor to the Jews. He is a Jew by blood, by birth. But he's thought of as having done a disservice to Judaism, or not doing Judaism any favors, because he's accused. Some of you can look at this as a good thing, or not, depending on what circle you're in and what POV you're coming from, what's your point of view, what's your perspective. But he's accused of spreading Christianity. Paul is credited as being the author of the book of Galatians, which is really not a book. It's actually a letter. It is a letter sent from Paul to my Gauls, or Gauls, however you want to pronounce it. Pronunciations deviate with all these Gaelic, Gauls, Gauls. This is a letter. The book of Galatians is a letter to my Gauls, a letter sent from Paul. Letter to the Gauls, who are the Celts. Okay, so if you're Irish, this letter was written for you. Okay? When I say Irish, I'm including Scottish. I guess you can even say Manx. If you're in the category of Celtic, okay? In the branch of Celtic, both the Scots and the Irish have a Gaelic language. Gaelic. Letter to the Gauls. The Celts. Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by man, but by Jesus Christ and God, the Father, who raised him from the dead. All the brethren which are with me unto the churches of Galatia. We're referring to the Gauls, the Celts. Some people say St. Patrick brought Christianity over to Ireland. Not so. The Irish have had their own form of Christianity, being as close to the original church as you can come. Directly from St. Paul to the Irish, we have this letter. So I'm not going to buy it that we have to go, you want to go to the 15th century, 16th century, 17th century, or whenever you want to give whoever credit for bringing Christianity over to the Irish, who were so-called, labeled as so-called pagans. And I'm not even going to go through the list. There was a lot of negative names attached to the Irish by outsiders, who wanted to so-called push Christianity on them and change their way of life. You can't give a tribe something that they already have. The Gauls had their own form of worship, their own form of Christianity. The Gauls had their own church, and you know what? It was a church that could come as, you couldn't come any closer to Christ than the first Celtic churches of the Irish and Scots and all Gauls, all Gauls, Celts. Okay? So the line says, and to all the brethren which are with me unto the churches of Galatia. Okay? These are the first Christians. And these are the Celts. And this is the letter unto them sent by the Apostle Paul.